Hello students, welcome again. Now we are going to talk about strings and variables. These two terms are very familiar to you if you have studied any other programming language, but how are these defined and used in Arduino programming language? We are going to explore now. So let us consider one example. Serial.println hello world. Okay, so what is this statement going to do? It is going to print hello world on our serial monitor. So that means this line is saying that we are programming in such a way that everything which is written inside these double quotes will be printed as it is. The value will not be dependent on any other data value. So in this example, this set of characters which is hello world is a string. So basically if your information is fixed and it is not changing, then we can call that set of information as a string. String is basically a kind of data type, and another way of saying is that the message which was hello world in our case is a literal of type string. Then we have variables. So strings cannot change their values, but we need something where the values can be stored and changed. So variables are for that purpose. We can store the values which can change over a period of time. Let us take this statement. X is equal to 42. So what are we doing here? We are storing the value 42 in one variable whose name is x. Now what is the type of this variable? That is not defined in this line. That will be defined in some other line, whether x is a real number or integer or something else. Okay. So now we have to name our variables. What are the rules or methods of naming the variables? Let us have a look with some examples. I have a name volume of cube. Here the letters for of and cube, the first ones are capitalized, so that makes it clear that these are three words but they are joined into one word. It's a valid and very descriptive way of naming a variable. Next we have correct underscore answer. This is valid and a better way of naming the variable because we are properly defining that what are the two different words here. Next I have 3 for a change. Well, it is clear but not valid because a number cannot be at the beginning of the name of my variable. Next one we have answer for question 5. It's valid, descriptive. A number can come in between or at the end but not at the beginning. Next one that we have is location of campus. It is very descriptive but not valid because the name of the variable should be a single word. Here we have three words, so spaces are not allowed. Then we have text percentage rate. It is descriptive but not valid because only underscore is allowed. These mathematical operators are not allowed in our naming nomenclature. How do we assign the values? That's very easy. You can assign using the equal sign. So we had already seen one example. Let us have one more. Here I am saying name of account holder is equal to Rahul. So here in double quotes I have given the name. So here variable never means that variable will be only integer or real number. It can be of any data type. Fine. So here we are storing a string whose value is Rahul in a variable, and the name of variable is name of account holder. So these are two different things you should be very clear about. String is a fixed value which can be stored in a variable. Okay, and the same variable can have a different value at some other point of time in the same program. Fine. So now let us try to print it. We say serial.println name of account holder. This line is going to print the value of this variable whose name is name of account holder. So in this variable Rahul is stored, so it is going to print Rahul. Whereas if you would have given double quotes, then this same statement will print name of account holder and not Rahul. So this is the major difference and the caution you should take when dealing with strings and variables. We can concatenate multiple strings or variables. So for that we use a plus sign. Let us look at this example. I have one string whose name is actor first name and the value is Alex. Okay, this is my variable number 1, which is of the type string. Then I have second, which is actor family name is Ferguson. Okay, so now I define one more variable of the type string and the name of the variable is full name. And I say full name is actor name plus there is a space in double quotes. Okay, double quotes with a space is a string plus actor last name. So there are three strings that we are concatenating. The first one is if coming from a variable called actor first name. Second one is a fixed string whose value is a space, and third one is also a variable whose value will come from the variable named actor last name. Okay, so now when we do that and we print the value of full name, we are going to get Alex space Ferguson. So we hope that now you are clear about what is a string and what is a variable. We will continue our discussion on the next topic, and that is on pin modes of Arduino. How do we use the pins? Which pins can be taken as input? How do we take them as input or output pins? All of this in the next video. Thank you.